Hi, it's Tanya with Red Cardinal Crafts, and today I'm making a toilet paper tube mini. So you just get your toilet tubes. I use all the same brand, so they're all the same size, because some of them are a little bit different in size. So you just squish them down, just flatten it down like that, and then I have my paper pre-cut. These tubes are actually 4 inches long, so I've trimmed my paper 4 inches and then 7 inches. So, and then you just get your glue working before you turn on the camera. Okay, so I just put glue all over the paper. And then I just lay the tube down. Oops. Like that. And you just flip that end up. Just make sure you've got it centered. Just move quick while the glue is still wet, and then just roll it over, and then it's going to be like that. Just make sure it's lined up. And if it's a little off on the edge there, you can just always trim that a little bit, like that. And then I have a piece of paper like this that I've already inked the edges, and I'm going to make a little pocket. So you just want to glue the sides and then one edge, and that is going to go right here. Because I have that seam there, I just want to kind of cover that up so no one will know. Do I have that on the right way? Yep. And I'm just going to let that sit for a minute and dry. Now, because this paper is just sort of a random pattern, I did a page like this. Now, I did Twist Night for Christmas and all through the house, but then when I flip this over, my pattern, because if it's in the book like this and it's going to flip, now my pattern's upside down. All I did was cut out another piece of paper, inked around the edges, and I'm just going to put that on top. And just glue that down. So then you can see on the edges that the trees are still upside down, but people are going to be mostly looking at this part of it anyway. And then what I've done is I made some of these little pockets. So I'm going to, I forgot to ink the edges. Where'd my ink go? So I'm just going to ink the edges of my little envelope here. Just open it up a little bit like that so I can get this part. And I find it really changes the look of your stuff if you ink the edges. Now I just want to test, because that's going to move like that, so I want my thing going this way. I'm just going to glue that down. And I've already taken some more paper and made a piece on Earth, Joy to the World, Happy Holidays, made a little tag, and that's going to go in there. So it's going to sit like that, and that's going to dry here for a minute. This is still drying. And then this is my cover of my book, and all I did was take these little foam sticker letters, and I cut my holes out already just so I know exactly where to position these letters. I want it more at an angle. So these are just the, I don't know, they're almost like kids' little foam letters, but I just ink them and it just kind of distresses them a little. It's going to cover up my snowman a little bit, that's alright. Like that. So we've got Joy, and then that's going to flip. Like a little pocket there, and then this one is going to go like this, and I've got this one like that. Oh, and I have another one of these pockets for on the back of that. That's going to go on there, and I think I have, yes I do, a little thing to go in there. like that. I'm just going to let that dry. And then this one. So my Bind It All, I'm actually going to use the 1-inch O wires because I am using 5 toilet tubes here. So I just wanted to make sure that it is thick enough. And here's my Bind It All. Sorry, I've got, it's like extreme close-up. And I can't zoom out anymore. I've got a different tripod here today. Whoops. Okay, so that's going to go like that, so that's going to go like this, so I want it like that, right? Yes. And I just eyeball it in between the squares here. I don't want it to run over to this side because I don't want that to dig into it. And then we're just going to punch. And there's our holes. And we're going to do one more for this one. There's our holes for that one. And now we're just going to put it together. So here's my cover. I'm always paranoid about this part that I haven't put it together the way I wanted. And then this is the back. So you get it all together and then just remember, flip your back around to the front. So when you put your O wires in, the seam for the O wires is on the inside of the book. Now these can be tricky because as you're putting the O wires in, sometimes they'll come up like in between the toilet tubes, so just make sure you've fed them all the way through. Like that. And that. And that. And before I close it, I always make sure that it's going to open the way I want and that nothing is upside down, and then when my back cover comes around, that's going to be on the back. So that's good. So remember to line them up centered in your ring and adjust your space in here. So mine's adjusted to the 1 inch. And then I'm just going to press down and close it up. And here is my toilet tube album. I'm just going to open it around like that. Now I've used the thicker wires, which I'm glad because this is still kind of puffy. What I could do, I think I might sit this underneath some heavy books or something just to squish it down even more. But now when I open it, here's my things, and now you have the spaces in here. So I've done little tags that can go in. So I just cut a piece of paper and put a little saying on the back. These were little tabs that I cut, and they actually had an extra little piece, and I cut that off. It just seemed overwhelming for the tag. So I'm just going to put these in. Put some more. And I've just done little things like that, wishing all the wonder, joy, and peace the season brings. So I've just done little Christmas sayings. And here I've got a tag that can fit in there, and that was the other little tag for that one. And then, 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. Put that one in there, and then another little tag on there, and then I've got a little one to go in here. Actually, I might switch those just to switch up the patterns a little bit, and again, little sayings on the back. So in this one I'll do the little trees. I might put a little thing here. I've cut out some little pieces on my Cricut, little snowflakes and stuff, so I might add I might add a little snowflake or something on there. And then I've got one more of these to fit in. And then another tag. And then what I'm going to do here in the back is I'm actually going to put a gift card. I'm giving this to relatives of mine. And so I'm going to put a little gift tag. Now you could put like from like Starbucks or movie thing, something. And then on the back I have to and from. So, and again I'm going to add a couple little things on here, maybe another snowman or something. So I'm just going to play with it a little bit, but there is your toilet paper mini. And you could also put little ribbons, just tie some little ribbons on here, maybe some tags. You can spice it up a little bit. The other thing is, I mean, aside from these little envelopes, I did that on the Cricut, but other than that, this was just a paper pack, some foam letters, and in the paper sets, if I can find that one quickly, oops. it was just a paper set like this, and I just cut out the snowmen. So you could just do that, and then if you don't have a bind at all, just do a hole punch and just put like a binder ring. Let's see if I have any. Yeah, like something like this. You just do one of these. They have them at the stationery store. Just a little binder ring thing, like that. And then just decorate that with some ribbons. So you can do these really inexpensive. So, I mean, it's toilet paper tubes and some paper. So I hope you like it. Enjoy. Merry Christmas. Oh, and my kids made some. Where are my kids? Where's my kids? I'm calling my kids. They're slowly coming. My daughter made one for Halloween. So she hasn't put any tags in there yet, but she's got Halloween, trick or treat, some little skeletons. They use some stickers, pockets and things. And where's my other daughter? Where's your book, hon? Oh, and here's hers. There's my other one. So they've done them. And of course the phone would ring. So there's the Halloween ones. Alright, I better go get the phone. This always happens. Okay, talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.